Right, so the first track we have here is titled Knock Knock, Who's There Now? I absolutely love the titling of this track alone at first glance. Maybe you guys may be seeing this and be like, hey, Garrison, you're overanalyzing it. But I'm just saying in general, it seems playful already. I feel like sonically that might play out as well, playfully and such. And maybe a follow-up from Chill Kill, tackling a similar, theme. I'm just putting out some guesses here, but I'm seeing familiar names all around. Jin by Jin, we have Ellenberg, we have Cassiopeia on the composing side of things, and these are really familiar names in the K-pop scene that I'm familiar of. Cassiopeia has worked with the likes of Everglow, of course Red Velvet, I think even aespa, a lot of SM artists and like huge artists and groups out there, and pretty much all of our favorites, you name it. Go check her out in terms of her profile and all. Same with Ellenberg. And then specifically added on that, the likes of working with Red Velvet or even Weekly, one of my other favorite girl groups out there. We have Choyun Kyung, everyone. My number one favorite lyricist out there in the K-pop scene that's doing it right, because every song I feel like that she has written for lyrically, it seems like the lyrics tend to be sensical in a meaningful manner, or it's gonna really match the mood, or both. It's gonna be meaningful and it's gonna match the mood or theme and message that's trying to be portrayed and conveyed in that respective song. So I say this a lot about Choyun Kyung. She does a lot for the industry and all our favorite songs, title track, B-side wise, whether it be something like Ice Cream Cake or Perfect 10, you name it. But let me bring up Knock Knock here. Really interested in how this one's gonna play out, and let's go. Ooh, I'm liking this. Quite haunting, like chilling start almost. Oh, Sogi. And that bass and just the distortion going on here. Wow, Joy. Really picking it up here. I want to play. Ooh, Wendy here. Just with the pre-chorus. That's gonna build into something, assumingly. With some risers here. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Just the straightforwardness that I'm getting in their vocal direction is everything with these aggressive strings on my shoulder. Oh my goodness, this verse 2 is Sogi though. I'm gonna chase you again. Wow. Whoa, did he? Man, the lyricism in this song is incredible yet. The vocal work is so smooth, languid with it. This is truly the Velvet side to Red Velvet, guys. Woo! And notice the beautiful ebb and flow in terms of the movement to the song. With the orchestral work too. These dark and monotonous. What is this bridge though? Excuse me? Oh my goodness, that is such a Red Velvet bridge. Like, they're gonna play with ya, yet exceed your expectations. But at the same time, that bridge was so fitting for this song in itself. Great piano work too in the works. Now, before we get into weird music with these lyric videos, and keep in mind these lyric videos can have loss in translation from time to time and all, but you know, I feel like this song really portrays that excitement, that curiosity, that discovery of wandering into the unknown. And you could also link this towards our lives, our journeys throughout life. You know, you don't know what to expect next. All you can do is really anticipate what's gonna, you know, occur quite possibly. But also at the same time, with that being said, sometimes curiosity does kill the cat, I've got to say. And there's just that thrilling feel that really is done sonically in that song that really matches with the lyricism that's being done. See what I'm saying? The people who have worked with Red Velvet in the past before, the individuals like Cho Yoon Kyung, doing it right in terms of the lyrics. But yeah, it's really talking about like those possibilities, but also there are some potential consequences attached to that at the same time. But I like that added playfulness between this dark, monotonous, and ominous approach to the song, right? It's vocally done in a smooth, playful kind of manner. Some of the instrumentation is playful at times, but then it becomes really dark with it, with the distortion of the bass that's done. Like, it's almost like you're twisting and trying to dry out like a wet towel almost. It's giving off that type of feeling, you feel me? Everything's being wrenched out and all to a T. And yeah, the fact that they took a specific genre and influence that I'd like to mention here is this dark ambiance kind of genre to it, where it has this ominous kind of instrumentation, right? And it has these thrilling tropes that are, you know, are really unexpected, between the synthesizer work and some other elements and instrumentations that I was talking about earlier. Oh my goodness. Like, if if there is a group that can really do genres so well that are not oftenly used in the K-pop scene to like really, really well, it's Red Velvet. But at the same time is like, I like how this track follows up after Chill Kill, because if you think about the concept, you think about how the storyline played out in the music video. For those who remember my reaction and review to the music video for Chill Kill and all, with all the members and that family portrait that was in the living room and all, and how the cops and all the events came into play and all. Don't want to talk too much about that, but we want to stay on track here in regards to Knock Knock, Who's There, because this song, oh my goodness, is so velvetly, like plush, yet so fun to listen to, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole blown journey, and this is truly the Velvet side to Red Velvet. Like, who's here with me on that note? Because I feel like not only it takes this very dark sound, like dark concept type of sound, with the genre and influence that I was talking about, derived from like about the 1980s, around that era, if I recall correctly, last time I've covered a song that used that kind of influence and genre approach and all. Yeah, like, this is so Velvet by Red Velvet. It's smooth, it's languid, like I said. Oh my goodness. I love the nice bounce being done from the strings. And then there's a little bit of fun keyboard piano work, and then there's this knock that's done ever so slightly here and there throughout the song, not overdoing it and all. In a way, you know, like vocally, this can be quite alluring with it. It's not like this song is, you know, trying to be that, like, that kind of manner, you know what I'm saying? But that's the other side of, you know, Red Velvet's velvet based type tracks, you know what I'm trying to say here? You're gonna get a combination of smooth vocal works that can be alluring. You can have a dark concept and approach that is more so aggressive compared to their red tracks that are more so poppy, bright with it, fun with it. Don't get me wrong, this one's fun, but it's fun in a different kind of ominous, dark husk kind of manner. Love the ad-lib work here, the follow-up, the playful ad-lib work here adds so much depth to the song. I can't emphasize that enough. Deep inside. Woo! Wow, joy here though. There's that knocking again. Great string plucks here. Remember I was talking about the plucks? But now they're done in this regular kind of manner. It was bouncy before, and that extra added bounce can be done with the other instrumentations that are occurring in the song. But I love the string plucks here. There's a knocking again. Woo! Really aggressive, like, synth string work coming into play here. Knock, knock, open up the door, right? Like, there's that, you know, open up the door, right? I really want to find out, you know, who's there, you know? I want to find out what's next, right? It really gives that off with the knocking before we get into the drop of the chorus. So that playfulness and added cleverness in not only the lyricism, but also the song itself, that's how cohesive this song is. It's cohesive 110%, that much. On my shoulder. Notice also tone-wise, right? Like how they are delivering these lines. It's not so linear, right? It's different. There is that nuance to it throughout these lines, right? A lot of emphasis on got a devil. But then notice this, hone in, lock in here. Got a devil on my shoulder. More so light with it. There's less emphasis on my shoulder compared to got a devil, and I like that. Now this verse, right, I love how it's done in this ascending and condescending kind of manner, right? It's really cool. Or ascending and a descending kind of manner. And this is one big point that I want to make here, because, like, I remember covering ATEEZ's latest album, and this is relevant. I say this is going to be relevant because there's only few groups, and more so artist groups, I would I would perceive Red Velvet as an artist group, not just any other group, because when it comes to their works, right, there are these details and there's these things that, and these tropes and moments where it's like, okay, they're working something that tends to be off-putting in the K-pop scene, bra, skirt, you name it, you know what I'm saying? These automatopoeia sounds coming through, but like this bibbidi bobbidi boo, perfectly fitted, like a perfect fitted glove on a hand in this song here. Like, it works, it sticks, and the timing of it is perfect. Like, when I first was listening, it caught me off guard a bit, but it was so smooth with it that it wasn't off-putting, or others that would say, quote-unquote, cringe, right? So it's like, I like that implementation, adding that extra playfulness with the bibbidi bobbidi boo, you know what I'm saying? Listen to that distortion though. There's synth strings being held, or more so singular synths. Probably singular synths. Some more plucks going on here, string plucks. Knock, knock, open up the door. I like that adrenaline. I like that rush that I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that adventurous kind of feel that I'm getting. That's what I'm getting here with these lines, right? That right here. Wait a second. Yeah, that... So bittersweet. That right here. Oh my goodness, the details here. Now we're hearing more so those synth strings coming into play during this bridge here. Wow, wow. The moment I open the door, another door, right? Wendy! No, she's not gonna hit it right away. Bring it down. That A. Oh, the vocal flourishes here. And the snapping. I love how we wrap it up with Joy too. Very fitting with her one-of-a-kind vocal color, but also with the roll down of the piano there for that added dramatic effect to just put the cherry on top here. Oh my goodness, what a way to kick off this album. I don't even know if I'm one song in, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive throughout this album, because we're off to a brilliant start. Not only having a really well-produced song, but a meaningful song simultaneously. And when you got both of those two things and factors coming into play, oh my goodness, your quality of music is on whole different levels, and that's always been the case when it comes to Red Velvet, and I can't emphasize that enough. Another thing that I was gonna say earlier when I was forgetting about it in the moment, I was talking about the bibbidi bobbidi boo, right? The likes of bibbidi bobbidi boo, but also the fact that they didn't go to like use like trap percussion heavily, because I feel like any other group, right, or artists out there, they probably would come through with that distortion, maybe a lot of 808 bass, really even more heavier kick drum snare work, and overdo it with trap percussion. And the fact that there's this perfect ebb and flow balance that I was saying right from the get-go upon first listen. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's been a while since I've covered B-sides by Red Velvet, quite admittedly, because of life things, to be fair. But I'm so glad to be back here in my chair and just being blessed by Red Velvet so far. So with that being said, let's get into the next B-side now.